The breath of the deep forest, the end of the nameless. Late autumn, colder than death itself. The sky choked with gray clouds, heavy as ash, smothered the winding highway to Tavang, a village marked as forbidden on ancient maps. 3 years had passed since the film crew of Dead Horizon vanished into the coastal fog of Italy, their cameras silenced forever. No one returned, yet whispers of their fate never died. A rusted USB, its origins unknown, surfaced on the dark web, spreading like a plague. Its contents, guttural screams in the dark, distorted glimpses of a face no longer human. Tang, cousin to Lum, one of the lost, was driven by obsession and haunted by dreams. Endless nightmares where Lum stood in a black forest, blood streaming from eyeless sockets, his voice a chilling hiss. Come back, it's not over. Tavang was no longer a village, it was a corpse. Weeds strangled the paths, houses rotted into the earth, and the forest had crushed stone fences under its weight. Locals in the nearby town pointed to the mountains, muttering, "That place isn't clean, cursed since before memory." Tang crossed the village gate, its wood bound by withered, unnaturally pliant vines. That night, he pitched his tent at the forest's edge, near a crumbling shrine to the mountain god, a faceless stone statue, its head wrapped in a blood-red cloth, its carved smile teetering between benevolence and malice. At midnight, 3 hollow tolls of a wooden bell echoed. No one struck it. A sickly moon rose over charred bamboo. A figure flickered among the gravestones, cloaked in tattered brown, clutching a ritual pestle, its eyes sunken pits of endless dark. Tang froze. The statue in the shrine seemed to tilt its head, watching. Something had begun to stir. Dawn broke with the stench of cold ash. His tent was gone. His footprints were etched deep into the sodden earth, as if he'd stood motionless all night. The statue now faced inward, its eyeless gaze fixed on the village's heart. Tang pressed on, following a damp dirt path. Trees loomed, hollowed from within, their bark peeling like flayed skin. The wind wailed through their broken branches, a sound like sobbing. An ancient stone wall emerged, its moss-encrusted surface pulsing like rotting flesh. Beyond it stood a stilt house, newly built from materials so old they seemed torn from another era. An old Hmong woman sat at the door, her eyes clouded like fog, her skin wrinkled like desiccated bark. She didn't look at him, but as Tang crossed the wooden threshold, her voice rasped, "You are the blood of the one who returned. Blood cannot deny." He halted. She inhaled deeply, as if drinking the soul of the earth, and spoke. This land was once a serpent's lair. Beneath the mountain sleeps an ancient beast, its name long forgotten. Our ancestors came, offering sacrifices to live in peace. Every blood moon, one had to enter the forest. None returned. The village forgot. Those filmmakers came, disturbing the ancestral tombs, shining lights into the gods' eyes. The curse awake. The serpent slithers in the earth again, and the blood it demands. Her milky eyes locked onto him. You are the end. You must cut the knot. The house turned frigid. Crude carvings on the walls sharpened into focus. Scenes of men hung upside down. In the forest, blood dripping into a yawning black pit. Another showed masked figures, their faces serpentine, dancing around a burning corpse, green flames screaming without heat. Tynch stumbled back. The old woman's gaze clung to him, her lips muttering, "To live, you must die, but die right." Night fell, trapping him in the stilt house. A freezing wind howled through the cracks, carrying the forest's whispers, lost souls murmuring in the dark. The old woman was gone, leaving only smoldering incense and a cloying, suffocating scent. Shadows moved outside, gliding through the trees in a slow, ritualistic dance. Their torches cast writhing shapes like beasts clawing at the living. Drums began, low and relentless, the heartbeat of an ancient rite. The knot cutting, the old woman had called it, a ceremony to bind the living to the dead. No escape remained. Tynch followed the shadows into the forest, each step sinking deeper into the earth's secrets. The trees closed in, their whispers joined by scratches, sighs, and the hiss of unseen snakes. He reached a clearing, a circle of ancient stones overgrown with moss. The dancers knelt, hands slick with blood. A man in a serpent mask stepped forward, his voice a choked plea. "Forgive us, serpent god, take this life." Tynch's heart stopped. The man's rusted dagger gleamed under the crescent moon, cold and merciless. He knew the truth. The curse demanded a sacrifice, his own, to balance the fractured souls of the past. His trembling hand took the blade, eyes fixed on the star-strewn sky. One death done right to free the village from its eternal stalkers. As the dagger kissed his flesh, a frigid jolt surged through him. His blood dripped onto the stones, mingling with the others. The drums thundered, the forest's pulse. Shadows swirled, grotesque forms rising from the earth, from the mossy stones. Whispers of ancient souls trapped in the curse filled his ears. The crescent moon flared, then died, plunging the world into absolute darkness. Time froze. A voice, deep and hollow, not human, but born of the forest itself, rumbled. The curse ends only when the blood of the one who faces the past joins the Mother Earth. But that one will never return. Tynch felt his body dissolve, merging with the dark, with the vast forest. He became part of the curse, part of the balance between life and death. Morning came, and the villagers found the stone circle empty, no trace of Tynch or the dancers. Sunlight pierced the canopy, the forest silent, as if nothing had happened. Yet some still hear drums in the night, and shadows linger among the ancient trees, a reminder the curse never truly ends.